I believe that history is very important, and I get somewhat upset when younger people don't know it. And I think that Black history should be taught so that everybody knows of our struggle, the many things that have happened to us, and so that young people will realize how we have moved on other people's backs to learn. Without history, we can't know where we're going.
In 1966, Hortense King McClinton, a social worker, became the first Black faculty member at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. This one moment was more than just a milestone for the nation's oldest public university. It's a story of triumph and perseverance, of progress at a major university in the South, still lingering in an era of Jim Crow. At UNC School of Social Work, Hortense McClinton entered the college classroom with grace and quiet determination. There was no mention in the campus newspaper or any public record of her arrival at the time.
When I think about what the time must have been like for her to be in service to the university and the community, and the courage and strength that it took to be able to persevere, those are characteristics: courage, strength, fortitude, perseverance that any of us should emulate, and certainly things that I try to emulate, that I want our students to emulate as well.
McClinton credits her family and her hometown of Boley, Oklahoma, an all-Black town formed after the Great Migration, for instilling in her the confidence to confront racial prejudice.
Whenever she advocated or agitated for change, she would say that was the Boley coming out in me. And so she accords Boley with who she is, because it taught self-efficacy and racial uplift and self-esteem, all of those things she said she got from growing up in Boley.
A graduate of Howard University, Hortense McClinton earned a Master of Social Work from the University of Pennsylvania, where she was the only African-American student in the MSW program. She later moved to North Carolina with her husband and was hired by the Durham County Department of Social Services, where she was the first Black social worker, and the Veterans Administration Hospital, where she was the only Black professional on staff. At UNC School of Social Work, McClinton contributed social work skills and knowledge in a field that, at the time, taught more theory than practice. She was passionate about supporting students, many of whom she had previously supervised at the Durham VA.
She took it upon herself to call every African-American student who was admitted to the program before they came. I think she wanted them to know that she was here, that they weren't coming to an environment that wasn't welcoming, and that there may be moments when they wondered if they should be here. But I think her call was to say, persevere and come and get your education.
McClinton also developed and began to teach a course on institutional racism, helping students better understand how to serve clients without racial or cultural bias.
She set the path for this to be a part of our regular curriculum. It is a required course. I feel that she has demonstrated for Black faculty, and I'm just going to speak from my own experience for me, what it means to really devote your life to educating the next generation of social workers. I'm doing that now, and I think about her often in terms of how do I give back? How do I ensure that I keep moving despite any, setbacks? How do I ensure that my students get those messages too and realize that there's a lot of things possible for them? If we have it where, the first Black woman who was a faculty member at UNC can make that move and make it so that others can also do that, then y'all can do it too.
Hortense McClinton's legacy continues to inspire many today. And as we celebrate the centennial of UNC School of Social Work, we are motivated to consider the school's progress over the last 100 years and the work that remains, including ensuring that our students are prepared to be future-ready social workers. To support this vision, The school is creating a scholarship to support students who, like McClinton, are committed to becoming community change agents.
The Hortense McClinton Legacy Scholarship is for MSW students and doctoral students. These will be students who are the first in their family to seek a graduate education. They will be students who have demonstrated experience in community building, bridging the divide in communities. And the other thing that we're looking for in these students are students who exemplify Mrs. McClinton's pioneering spirit through public service.
And this scholarship will give those students a chance to come to university without debt and to go out and do amazing work in the world, even though they won't be receiving the highest salaries. So it's a special kind of scholarship for a special kind of student.
The Hortense McClinton Legacy Scholarship will support today's trailblazers, students who are bold and innovative and eager to tackle some of society's most intractable problems.
Many of these students come to social work because they're inspired by the capacity and the resilience of people in their communities that they will serve. So like Mrs. McClinton, the students that we invest in with these scholarships will go back and they will pay it forward. They will serve their communities. They will serve some of the most marginalized. They will remind the young children that are growing up in their communities that they too can achieve everything that they want.